Hi mamas, welcome to video 4, prioritizing your health and self-care. So in this video we're going to talk about the importance of nutrition, hydration, and the importance of prioritizing yourself. You're probably wondering like, girl, what do you mean prioritize myself? Like I have a whole village to attend to, and I get it. It's definitely hard when you have such a busy schedule with not just attending to your baby, but maybe attending to your partner or your family member if you're a caregiver to them, attending to your other babies if you have more than one baby, and attending to cleaning the house and preparing food. Like that all can take so much time out of your day, so I completely get it. And even when you make food, then you have to like wash the dishes, so I get that it can be really difficult to just find that time for yourself. But it's definitely important to prioritize yourself, and it may sound selfish, but it's the truth, because you need to take care of yourself first before you can put anyone else's needs. So yes, we're going to talk about all of that good stuff, so stay tuned. So why is it important to prioritize your nutrition and self-care? Well, because you matter, mama. Hello, you matter so much. The postpartum period is known to be such a difficult time as mothers transition into this new lifestyle that involves taking care of a little human being. With that being said, it's so easy to just neglect ourselves in order to take care of the baby, or, attend to those household tasks, which again can all add up. Just remember that your body is still healing after birth. Giving birth, yes, that is such a physical and emotional toll for one to carry. Your energy is being used consistently. Like I said, being with the baby, feeding baby on top of other things, it can be so easy for us to feel fatigue and not even want to prioritize ourselves because we're so exhausted from taking care of other people. So yes, what does self-care look like for you? Honestly, self-care for me is going on a walk, taking a hot bath, doing a little face mask. So yeah, just a question to think about, and remember to always ask for help, because there's no shame in asking for help. Tell your partner, a friend, or a family member to just help out for 30 minutes. 30 minutes to an hour, who cares? And just take that time to reset, to pause and breathe, to go outside or just do something that makes you happy. So yes, definitely prioritize yourself and prioritize your nutrition, because food gives us energy throughout the day. Nutrition, let's talk about it. So I know I had already mentioned that food gives us energy. So yes, keep that in mind. You already took care of yourself during pregnancy when you took your prenatal vitamins. So now it's time to take care of ourselves during postpartum mamas. So how can we do that? And we can simply start off by eating such high protein that are delicious meals, so that it can nourish our bodies and keep us full and satisfied throughout the day. So here I just provided a few protein options, and I'll go more in depth of the protein options that I have listed here. But just because I have those protein options doesn't mean you have to necessarily consume these proteins every single day. But as long as you have a good mixture in throughout the week, then mama, you're set. So yes, the main point of prioritizing nutrition is to reduce fatigue so that we can get through the day. We can get through our cleaning, we can get through attending our baby, we can get through attending to ourselves, all of that jazz. And again, the main point of prioritizing our nutrition is to not feel extremely exhausted afterwards. Although that's probably inedible because you guys are super mamas and you guys do so much, but just tweaking our routine a little bit by prioritizing some nutrition throughout the day can go a long way. Okay, so one of the protein options that I listed were salmon and sardines. So why salmon and sardines? Well, let's talk about it, mamas. Salmon and sardines are a great source of protein, but they are also filled with omega-3s, which can help decrease inflammation, and omega-3 is very good for your skin. Another protein option is beef. So beef provides vitamin B and C and zinc, and research has shown that vitamin B6 can reduce postpartum depression, and beef is a good source of that. And lastly, zinc is an awesome supplement that gives us energy throughout the day, but also zinc is really good for your skin. So you're getting double. You're getting energy and you're getting amazing skin. Leafy greens. Leafy greens like kale, collard greens, spinach, and cabbage are filled with vitamins A, C, E, and K. It's also really good fiber and has calcium. So vitamin A is good for breast milk and improving the health of you and your baby. Vitamin C supports immunity and works good as an antioxidant. And vitamin C makes your skin look brighter and more even. So we love that. Vitamin E may help reduce the strength and duration of those postpartum cramps. And fiber is good for our digestive health, and calcium is good for bone health. So with that being said, run to your local grocery store, mine is HEB, and get yourself one of those spring leafy greens mix, and you can easily incorporate this into your eggs, a salad, or even your smoothies. So yes, you can do a lot with leafy greens, and personally they're so delicious, and sometimes you can't even taste them. Now, eggs offer vitamin B12 and D, which are essential to provide us energy. So I'll go get you some eggs. Okay, so now for good eats, just some extra protein to incorporate in your diet, which are whole grains. That includes oatmeal, brown rice, whole grain pasta, legumes, which are black beans, garbanzo beans, and lentils, sweet potatoes, yogurt, and apricot. And I'll explain more in depth the nutrients behind these foods. So whole grains, which are rich in fiber, have minerals, vitamins, and are extra protein. So yes, mama, go buy yourself a pack of whole grain pasta, some pasta sauce, and if you really want to treat yourself, a little bread, and bam, you have a well balanced meal. Keyword balanced. It's okay to still indulge in your favorite foods as long as you're getting that protein in. That's all that matters. Legumes, which are just beans, and I'm Latina, so you know us Latinas always put beans in every dish that we can find. But yeah, some of the benefits of beans, such as black beans, garbanzo beans, lentils, is that they offer fiber, which is good for digestive health, minerals, vitamins, and protein. So they're just gonna give us that extra energy boost that we need throughout the day. And yeah, get creative with it. There's so many things you can do with beans. You can do lentil soup. Like I said, putting black beans as a side dish with your eggs. Even putting beans in your taco. Like, get creative, mama. There's so many ways you can incorporate beans into your diet. Sweet potatoes. Honestly, I love sweet potatoes. You can do them with salt and pepper to taste, or I'm Mexican, so we like this dish called camote, and usually it's mostly eaten like Christmas time because it's like so warm and cozy. But it's basically just sweet potatoes, cinnamon to taste, and you can always add milk in it, and it tastes so good. But anyway, some of the benefits of sweet potatoes is it provides vitamin A. It helps with some of our organs such as heart, lungs, and kidneys. So all the good things. Okay, so yogurt. I am a yogurt queen. I love yogurt. And yogurt is good for vitamin B12, which again gives us that energy throughout the day. It's also packed with riboflavin, which prevents migraines, protects vision, and prevents anemia. And then we have vitamin A, which are all the vitamins you need while breastfeeding, or just vitamins that you need throughout the day to give you that boost of energy. And lastly, we have apricots. Honestly, who knew a fruit like apricot can provide so many benefits? But yeah, it strengthens our blood vessels, it reduces inflammation, and it supports blood pressure. So all good things for our physical health and our mental health. So yes, get creative with it, you know, give yourself grace, find a balance. Like, it's okay if you have McDonald's twice out of the week, like, it's fine. I understand that sometimes we grab fast food like that for convenience, and that's okay as long as you're still having protein within your diet and finding that balance that works best for you. That's all that matters. Ooh, so now some meal plan ideas. Yeah, so these are just ideas again. food for thought. If you have these in your fridge, cool, but if you don't, and if you want to try something different, go ahead. You can always fine-tune these ingredients and make it your own. So yeah. So first we're going to start off with breakfast, which is honestly my favorite meal of the day. So starting off strong, we have a leafy green smoothie, and they're so quick and easy to make. So for the ingredients, you're going to need frozen fruit. Some fruit options that may be paired really well with this smoothie are bananas, strawberries, or blueberries, or who cares, add all of them. Of course, your leafy greens, which can be kale or spinach. Personally, I love spinach because you can't taste it whatsoever. And then you can do water or milk. Add your ice cubes, and then some extra add-ons are hemp seed oil, protein powder, kefir, Greek yogurt, or collagen powder. Next, we have our overnight oats, and honestly, I love overnight oats. They're so quick and easy, especially if you're on the go. You can prepare this the night before, and I don't know, let's say you have to go to a doctor's appointment in the morning. Perfect. Grab and go, end it. So for the ingredients, you're gonna need oats, milk, cinnamon to taste, choice of fruit. Personally, I love blueberries, but strawberries go well with it too, or both, who cares? And then this is where it all comes together. This is where you could be creative and add extra toppings on it. You can do yogurt, chia seeds, protein powder. I personally love peanut butter, so I'll add that in my overnight oats. And then period, we got collagen powder, so it's gonna be good for our hair, skin, and nails. So yeah, make you some overnight oats, or even buy them at the store. Eggs with leafy greens. This is so easy to make. All you need is just 2 eggs or 3, however you want. Oil, whichever oil you have. Leafy greens, of course. Like I said, you can get that little spring mix at H-E-B, or even spinach or kale, whatever leafy green you'd like. And then salt and pepper to taste. Bam, easy and quick. And afterwards, all you have to do is just make sure the food is off from the dishes and just pop them in that dishwasher, or have a family and friend to come over and wash them for you. Ooh, snacks edition. I am a snack queen. I love me a good snack, especially if it's gonna give me energy and it's high in protein. Yes. Trail mix. I love me some trail mix, and it's so easy to make. So for the ingredients, choice of nuts, either almond, walnuts, peanuts, all of them. Choice of dried fruit, raisins, cranberries, and then choice of chocolate, M&Ms, or dark chocolate chips. That's it. Yogurt bowls. I love me some yogurt bowls. I could eat a yogurt bowl for breakfast, lunch, and dinner because they're just that good. And it's what you add in it that makes it good. So for the ingredients, choice of yogurt. I personally love Chobani, but do a yogurt that you love. Doesn't have to be Chobani. Choice of fruit. I'm a blueberry girly, so I'm gonna put in my blueberries, but you can always add strawberries. And then choice of toppings. I love the Purely Elizabeth granola. It's such clean ingredients. It is a little bit pricey, so if you ever want to treat yourself, go buy that one. Go try it out. M&Ms, dark chocolate chips, peanut butter, honey, all of that good stuff can really amplify, make the yogurt bowl taste even better. Fruit bowls. I love me some fruit bowls, and again, they're just so easy to make. So again, choice of fruit, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, and then if you want to go a little crazy with it, add those extra toppings, add some granola, yogurt, honey, bam, that's a good fruit bowl. Chocolate covered strawberries. Who said chocolate covered strawberries has to be on Valentine's only? No, you can do them literally whenever you want, and they're so easy to make. So for the ingredients, you're gonna need strawberries. I've only used coconut oil to melt my chocolate, or like to mix it with my chocolate. I'm not sure what other oil works with melting chocolate, but I just put coconut oil. And then choice of chocolate, you can do milk chocolate or dark chocolate, or both, or white chocolate, who cares? Just go crazy with it. And again, you can always make it a little cuter for the kids and put in some glitter or some sprinkles, whatever. So now we're gonna get into the lunch and dinner edition ideas. Sandwiches. Honestly, why don't a lot of people talk about sandwiches? Because they're actually like so high on protein, and again, easy to make, and it's just something that you probably already have in your fridge, because I know I do. You know, I have bread, I have mayo, I have mustard, I have my cheese and ham, and if I really want to go crazy with it, I can add some leafy greens, tomato, bam, avocado, like. But okay, let's get into it. So for the ingredients, yes, whole wheat bread, because oats are good for you. Choice of meat, personally I love turkey, but you can also do ham. Choice of cheese, any cheese. I've been really liking Swiss cheese, so I've been putting that in my sandwiches. And then mayo and mustard to taste, and then again, go crazy with the toppings. So you can do tomato, leafy greens, lettuce, or spinach. Add in some chips, who cares, and add in some pickles. You know, you're gonna get that good crunch. So whole grain spaghetti and fresh vegetables. Yes, get crazy with it. Whole grain spaghetti is good for you, and it's so easy to make too. Even if you don't want to add and follow like the fresh vegetables, like I said, go buy yourself a can of tomato or Alfredo sauce and just bam, that's your meal. But anyways, for the ingredients for this specific meal, you're gonna need whole grain spaghetti, 4 tablespoons of oil, any oil you have in your home, 1 clove garlic, 1 cup white onion. It says chop, but I put by pre-chop because ain't nobody got time to chop that. And then 2 cups of zucchini diced, 2 cups of yellow squash diced, a bunch of asparagus. You can always, if they have it pre-chopped, buy it pre-chopped. And then 1 cup of yellow bell pepper, 1 pint cherry tomatoes, halved, but if you don't want to, just put them whole, who cares. And then 10 leaves of fresh basil torn. So yeah, round beef and sweet potato bowls. Oh my god, this bowl is actually so delicious and so easy to make. So you're just gonna need 1 pound of ground beef, 1 sweet potato cubed, but if you don't want to cube it, all you have to do is just slice it in half, and there you go. 1 cup of cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is also really good for extra protein. We have avocado. We can drizzle some honey, and then you're gonna need the oil to cook the ground beef in. And then bonus, like, go ahead and add your leafy greens in that bowl, and period, you have a delicious, healthy, nutritious meal. Ooh, turkey lentil soup with kale. You're getting protein on protein on protein, because you're getting turkey, lentils, and kale. We love that. So for the ingredients, you're gonna need 1 pound of ground turkey, 1 cup of lentils, a bunch of kale, you know, buy that pre-chopped, 5 cups of chicken broth or chicken stock, 2 carrots, buy it pre-chopped, 3 to 4 stalks of celery, buy it pre-chopped, half an onion, 3 cloves of garlic, oil, and then 3 tablespoons of tomato paste, and then half a tablespoon of each, so of cumin, paprika, chili powder, salt, black pepper, and chipotle to taste, and then lemon or lime juice to taste. 1 pan beef and chickpeas. I think this is an Indian dish, so if you and your family ever just want to get a little crazy and try other dishes from different parts of the world, be my guest and go crazy with this meal. And let me know if you guys tried it and if you guys liked it. But anyways, for the ingredients, you're gonna need 2 tablespoons of oil, 1 pound of ground beef, 2 cans of chickpeas drained, 2 garlic cloves, 2 tablespoons of grated ginger, or if you don't want to do that, just add that ginger powder, girl. And then 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, and then this is an Indian spice. It's called salam. But if you don't have Indian spice, you can always use cinnamon, cloves, cumin, cardamom, and coriander. I've never heard of those spices before, if I'm being real. But that's the beauty of cooking. You don't have to follow this, you know, step by step. You can have your own little flair. But yeah, then you're gonna need 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, and 2/3 water. I love me a salmon bowl. Salmon bowls are so good, and you're eating salmon, like, hello, it's so good for your skin. But yeah, for the ingredients, you're gonna need salmon, microwavable or leftover rice, avocado or cucumber, and then to marinate the salmon, use soy sauce or lemon plus oil. And then get creative with the toppings. You can always add edamame, um, throw in some tuna if you want to mix it with that too. Um, Seaweed chips, like those are good too. So yeah, get creative with it. Spicy tostadas with sardines. Ooh, that actually sounds bomb and I haven't even tried it. But again, quick and easy meal. So for the ingredients, you're gonna need refried beans. Hello, get that from the can at the grocery store, quick and easy. Tomatoes, red onions, cojita cheese, and fresh parsley or cilantro. And then of course, the main ingredient, sardines. But yeah, hydration. So mamas, did you know that water is the main component of our bodies? So before I even begin, mamas, go grab your water and take a sip. Please. I'll wait. And I'll take a sip with you. You know, get cute with it. This is my little cute glass for water. Yes. That was a big gulp. But anyways, water is so good for our physical and mental health. So drink your water. Water can also prevent us from being dehydrated. Hello, yes. And I'm sure you know that when we are dehydrated, we feel fatigued or have those really bad headaches. I know I do. So yeah, just a friendly tip. It's recommended to consume natural spring water because carbonated beverages can cause bloating and not give us that proper hydration. So yes, drink your water, mamas. Ooh, and then some hydrating foods for extra hydration during the day. We have cucumbers, lettuce and greens, tomatoes, watermelon, bell peppers, soup, berries, and oranges. And honestly, those things that I've listed are just some things that you can incorporate in your daily routine. Like I said, if you have a yogurt bowl, pop in those berries, oranges, eat a mandarin or something. Ooh, I love me some kava, and they have like this cucumber and cherry tomato type of side dish with some feta cheese. Delicious. So yeah, just some hydrating foods that you can also intake throughout the day. So yes, make sure we are doing those self-regulation techniques like our deep breathing, box breathing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, mamas, don't even worry about it. Go check out my video 3, self-regulation techniques, to learn more. And in that video, I'm even demonstrating how to do those self-regulation techniques. But yes, even going outside and smelling fresh air can alleviate stress symptoms, and taking a warm shower, again, being present in that shower, can help us feel relaxed, calm, and rejuvenated. When was the last time you showered, by the way? So go tell your partner or call up your mom or your friend to come over ASAP, and they can take care of the baby and you can just take a 1 hour, 2 hour shower. Yeah. Rest and sleep, mamas. Prioritize your sleep, please. It is extremely crucial because this allows us to be physically, mentally, and emotionally present throughout the day. And mamas, I know y'all would rather stay up once the baby is finally sleeping because you know you want to scroll through that TikTok or Instagram, or it's even just a lot easier for you to get things done throughout the night that you couldn't do during the day. But with that being said, give yourself grace, and whatever you didn't do today, you know, as far as like household tasks, there's always tomorrow. And again, ask for help. There's honestly nothing wrong with asking for help. And if your family, your friend, and your partner truly loves you, which I know they do, they love you so much, they're gonna do it for you with the kindness of their heart because they know the struggle. Well, they probably don't even know the struggle, but they know that you're struggling. And if you matter to them and they know that you're struggling, then they're gonna prioritize you and your mental health and help out in whatever they can. So another friendly tip for resting and sleeping is setting up the environment, girl. So yeah, set a calm, soothing environment so you can get better sleep quality. And that means go and put on those eye shades, earplugs, or even listen to white noise to help you calm and relax. Energy conservation techniques. Yes, mama, protect your energy always. I would say making a list can help you have like structure and stability in your life. So what I would do, or personal choice, either make a list of things that need to be done today or even throughout the week. And then once you're done with that list, ask yourself, like, what is one thing or what are things that I need to do today? Like, no excuses, no exceptions. I need to do them today. And I feel like that can kind of like help you kind of better plan your day. Like, okay, let's say your main priority is doing laundry. That's one thing you're gonna do today. That's it. And then if you don't get your list done today, there's always tomorrow, queen. I know, easier said than done, because I know for me personally, sometimes I beat myself down because I'm just like, oh damn, like I should have done this today. But there's always tomorrow. Just trust that tomorrow will be a better day. And break down the task. If you're doing laundry, I would say just start off with sorting out your laundry. Or if you don't do that, just put everything in the laundry machine, and then just take out your detergent and then press that button, and we're getting laundry done. I'm so blessed to have a dishwasher, because me and my dishwasher, we like this. And all you have to do is just clean out the food, make sure there's no food, pop it in the dishwasher. But if you don't have a dishwasher, mamas, don't even stress about it. Just start off with cleaning 3 dishes or 4, 2, 1. It's better than nothing, right? So yeah. And of course, always ask for help. Mamas, use your support system. That's why they're there. There's nothing to be ashamed of, and it doesn't make you any less of a mother if you ask for help. So yes, mamas, ask for help if the list is too long or if you start feeling overwhelmed. Again, take those breaks. And even when you're done finishing a task, whether it was putting the dishes away, even brushing your teeth or getting out of bed, those are such big accomplishments. And the biggest thing that I want you all to take away from this video is to just always give yourself grace, because it's not easy being a mother. Not men aren't mothers. They can't go through birth. Like, your body has gone through such an emotional, physical toll. So give yourself grace. It's okay if you're feeling tired and you can't get through the list. Call up your friend or family member, your partner. Again, because they love you, they will gladly do it for you. So yes, ask for help. Again, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Again, if they love you, they're gonna do it for you no matter what, because they know that you're going through it and you need help. And people that truly love you will never question you and would just do it for you. So this is a fun little quick self-care checklist. Did I eat today? I did eat today. I had a taco. Did I drink enough water? I don't think I've had enough water. Did I rest today? No, but I need to. And how did I fill my own cup? I filled my own cup today because I went out for a walk and it rejuvenated me. So yeah, if you want to go for a walk, put your baby in the stroller and go for that walk, mama. Fill your own cup. What is something that's gonna make you happy today? Did I take a moment to breathe? Yes, mama, take a moment to breathe. Have 5 minutes to yourself and just focus on your breathing. And what was one thing that made me smile today? I think I'm gonna see my friend later on, so that's one thing that's gonna make me smile today, because I love seeing her. But yeah, just some questions to ask yourself that can keep you on check. And again, prioritize your self-care, because you matter. But okay, with that being said, go ahead and check out my next video, which is feeding your baby. We're going to talk about breastfeeding, bottle feeding, and combination feeding, all that good stuff.